Hey folks, just thought I'd give you an update that has a little bit of the big picture, what we're looking for to complete this semester and the things that we have to do now that we've converted to distance learning. The first assignment that we worked on, that you worked on, was a comedy, Us versus Them, that basically took a look at the visual rhetoric of two comedians who kind of exemplified for us the exact same characteristics that we saw in the State of the Union address, that we noticed how much visual rhetoric plays a part in the meaning that came across from the speaker in both his body language, the response that he got, the cadence that he used, the way he looked, the way he held himself, the gestures he made. And we said that is exactly as we had talked about how Shakespeare said none of his plays should be read. They should actually be performed, because the performative aspect is what gives rhetoric its validity and its force. And Socrates had said that without that physicality, the rhetoric itself can't stand alone as just simple words. So what you did is you took a look at those aspects of the performative aspects of both of those comedians and started looking at the non-textual rhetoric that contributed to the written or oral rhetoric in that case. Then we took a look at comic relief in the form of graphics. We said that cartoons primarily relied on non-textual conveyance of meaning. Now, each cartoon does have some words in it, although some of the ones that we looked at in the assignment did not. What they relied on is to express ethos, pathos, logos visually that actually reinforced whatever textual message it had. And you all did a really nice job of finding some cartoons that used non-textual means to impart meaning and to give emphasis to the message that the cartoonist was trying to convey. Now we're moving a little bit more towards your own personal thoughts and feelings, because what I want to do eventually in this semester is a community outreach project, which will be our final project that we'll work towards. Originally, I had envisioned that, as we have in past years, creating an online presence, that you would create some type of web presence, whether it's a Facebook page or some other social media page. However, I don't think the logistics of distance learning lends itself to that as much. So we're looking at now, we'll probably be doing some type of a presentation that includes other media, oral, visual, textual, probably a Prezi or something of that nature, and I'll give you more information as we get a little closer to that. In this assignment, then, we took a look at the idea of activism, and that is part of community outreach. Two poles on this, as if it were north and south. The north is this Morrissey TED Talk, where she explains how you transform your vision into reality. And then we also have included, linked with this article, with this assignment, an article, The Failure of Adults to Take Action, which considers Greta Thunberg's situation. She is, as a young adult, pursuing what she wants as far as vision for the future, much like Morrissey says she did. So now we're caught between the two. You're young adults. I want to see what your vision is and what do you see as necessary going forward, because that would be the basis of a good public relations campaign. And that's what this assignment was all about, kind of blending the two, finding your way in the middle. The latest assignment we've done, number 4, is basically focusing in on you. Once again, your viewpoint, and using non-textual rhetoric, using digital media, which would be an integral part of any Prezi or any type of PowerPoint that you would do as a public outreach. So how do you feel about these things, and how can you express them in digital media, like a GIF, like a meme, a photo, a cartoon? So there are basically 4 choices here, 4 questions for you to answer using those means and upload to the discussion board. Number 5 is just basically focused on our national situation. Now, what's the funniest thing you've seen? And I know there is quite a bit of social media coverage and digital media modality that shows what's going on in the country today. This is just an update. This is where we're going. Look forward to some instructions, as I've mentioned, for a public outreach campaign, which will be our final assignment. We are also required to do a final exam according to TCU, and I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get it approved that we could do that. I'll simply upload it, and you can. It's kind of a hands-on thing. This is what I had envisioned for it, so that you can just simply put it in the Dropbox. I'll keep you posted on both the final exam and the final project, the public relations outreach, the community outreach, something you feel, and you can start mulling it over, is very important to you. Meanwhile, keep up the good work with the assignments, stay up with it, and look forward to reading your assignments. Email me if you have any questions. Take care and be safe.